In today's video, we're going to create an organizational intranet with WordPress. First things first, you're going to need a pretty good computer. This is going to be a workhorse computer that's left on pretty much all the time, so you're going to want something moderately beefy. Once you have that picked out, we need to install WordPress. To do this, you'll want to use MAMP, LAMP, WAMP, or XAMPP. If you need help installing WordPress, then check out our video series, which includes tutorials for WAMP and MAMP. Once you have WordPress installed, we can get it set up for your team. My computer has an IP address that anyone on the same network can access. Since I'm using MAMP for this tutorial, you can find it in two different ways. The first is going into your network settings and checking under the connected heading. The second way is via the command line. You can use the terminal utility to do this. Simply enter this in and hit enter, and you'll find your computer's IP address where it says iNet. Now, you want to make sure you have the right ports open for your team, so go into the MAMP preferences and see what they're set at. By default, it's at 8888, and that's okay to use as long as there aren't any other applications on this local server running on those ports. If that's the case, press the button to use ports 80 and 3306. With those two numbers in hand, anyone connected to the same network can connect to your new WordPress installation as long as the MAMP server is running simply by going to the IP:port. The IP and port will always be separated by a colon. And if you prefer to use a domain name instead of an IP address, you can do that too. SiteGround actually has a great tutorial on how to set it up, and I'll link that below in the video description. If you wanted to create an extranet instead, we would just need to edit your site's htaccess file. Open it up and then insert the following code with your own IP address and upload the file back to your server. And if you wanted to add any other IP addresses or ranges, you would simply add those to a new line. Now that you have that up and running, you need to actually customize the environment you're providing, and go figure, WordPress has a lot of plugins to do just that. One of the plugins is All-in-One Intranet, and this plugin makes sure that your intranet is locked down tight for just you and your team. Another plugin is BuddyPress, which is a fantastic way of sharing and communicating between teammates. There's also BBPress, which lets real group discussions occur on various projects through forums. And if you wanted to create a wiki that is easily searchable, linkable, and editable with every piece of information you could possibly ask for, then you can use Wiki or Knowledge Base. You can find all of these plugins in the blog post linked in the video description. So there you go. You now have a functioning organizational intranet with WordPress. If this video helped you, then be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.